So, good evening and welcome to the show called Ask Me Now. So, let me introduce myself first. I'm an author as well as master trainer of Vedic Mathematics. My name is Dr. Yogesh Chandna, and today I'm here to solve all your queries regarding this mysterious subject called Vedic Mathematics. So, whatever questions are arising in your mind or whatever queries do you have, I'm here to solve those. Can we be on screen, ma'am? Geeta ma'am, Shikha Kapoor. Yes, Ratna ma'am.
So can you just tell us that how is it different from the normal mathematics like we
Okay,
generally teach?
I'll cite an example for this for explanation. See, normally when we talk about mathematics, it is enforcement. Enforcement means we go by a fixed methodology. A very simple example to this is we have 40 students generally in one class. And 30 are going for after school tuition of mathematics. And out of those 30 also, 10 are failing every time. Now, what's the reason behind it? That means 25% of students are failing every time. So there could be two reasons. One is maths is so tough that we should remove it from our curriculum. And the second reason could be the teacher is not teaching and we should change the teacher. But I don't agree with both of them. See, maths is what is inculcated in every part of our life. Right from the morning we get up, we wake up, alarm clock, till the night, we are using mathematics in our daily life. So maths cannot be removed from our curriculums. We need to understand that. And teacher is not teaching. This cannot be all taken as a reason because they all are doing efforts. So what is lacking? What is the reason behind it? So one of the reason we could analyze is like I don't have my 10 fingers same. How can 10 students or children have same brain? Because whatever we are teaching in school, we are teaching at the tuition center the same methodology. Are we trying to make them understand by some other way? No. Because our curriculum, our syllabuses, they have defined the steps and we have to abide by them. So what is happening? You are enforcing the student to follow the same steps and go ahead. Now this is maths, enforcement. So what is Vedic maths? Now Vedic maths is what makes maths simple, easy and faster. Now this is a definition, but why do we say like that? Because this is enlightenment, this is enrichment. You are free to follow your methods. You follow to think in a different way. I'll just give a brief definition of, or what you can say, I'll highlight what is Vedic maths. The first thing, Vedic maths is a journey of transformation. From where? From fear of mathematics to confidence in math. Now, why is it important? See, every one of us know that maths is always considered as a fear factor, as a havoc, as a stress. And this has been induced in the brains of the child, in the minds of the child. Rather, we teachers should have narrated this subject as the most easiest one. Because if I am correct, if the other person is correct, we both will have the same answers, which is not possible or feasible in any other subject. The second thing is, with Vedic maths, you get the feeling of, yes, I can. Just now, I was taking a session of some students of 4th class to 6th class. It was having both Indian as well as Nepali students. I'll share, or you all are educators, I'll ask you one simple question. Right from class 1 to class 10th or 12th, whenever we have maths exam, we are giving a rough sheet to the students. And we are saying, please check your answers, verify your answers before submitting. Is it true? Are we giving? Yes, ma'am. Dharam Singh ji. Okay, I maybe. Yes, Geeta ma'am, Shikha Kapoor. Are we giving the rough sheet or not?
Yes, we definitely give them, or we make them solve it in the paper only in one column.
Yes, we call it as a rough column. Correct.
Yeah.
What do we say? We say, please check your answers, verify your answers. Correct?
Right.
Now, my humble request is, have you ever taught how to check the answers?
At times, yes. At times, no.
Now, this does not give the answer. Let's talk about a very simple question. 26 plus 24, that is 50.
Right.
How to check this answer?
Definitely.
26 plus 24 is 50. How to check this answer?
No clues.
See, the reason is, we have to admit this. We have never thought this way. We always say to the kid or the children, yes, check your answers. Basically, we don't want them to check, we want them to redo. Because there is no method defined in maths to check your answers. Yes, someone would answer 50 minus 26, 24, or 50 minus 24, 26. Some of you might say this. But then my question would be second, what do we teach first, addition or subtraction? So how would a class 1 student do then? Now, why I'm raising this question, why I'm asking this question? You know, kids, why they face difficulty in maths? Because they are not sure. Now, whatever you are into, you may be a math teacher, you may be a science teacher, you may be a coordinator, you may be a principal. When you're talking about your field, your profile, then the body language, the face expression, and your words will match. The confidence you'll be holding would be visible on your face. But the moment we'll discuss something which you don't know, then all these things will fade away. So same is with the students. How do they know what is correct, what is right or wrong? They might have done this question correctly, but still they don't have confidence to say, yes, I am correct. This is where they fail. In classroom, they check with the answer key. Now, every maths book is providing answer keys. I don't know why. What for? Are we not preparing them to do the questions themselves? Why we are giving them answers? But yes, they check with the answer key and then say, ma'am, I am correct. or yes, this is the answer. At home, they are checking with all their parents or calculators. All of us. And when it is an exam time, we don't have calculators, we don't have parents, we don't have answer keys. And there we lack confidence. And then we do silly mistakes. The subject which is most easiest one, we are not able to score 100%, which was very much easy because we lost the confidence. Now, what was the reason actual? Math was not defining how to check the answers. We were only saying this, ki check your answers, but in actual, our intentions were that they should redo the question. How can redo solve your problem? Maybe in fair work you have done correct, in rough you do it wrong. So again there is a confusion. Or you have done correct wrong in fair, and rough you did it correct. Again a confusion. And human psychology says we cannot see our mistakes. So generally it happens. Even if we have committed something wrong, we are not able to see our mistakes. Now Vedic maths solve this thing. The first topic we teach is how to check answers. Sorry. Now, if you know that your answer is correct, how much confidence you'll gain. So my students don't ask me, is this an answer? They say, this is an answer and it is correct. The same 4 words. Is this an answer? To this is an answer. Adding to that, it is correct. So we need to provide that confidence to the kids. And that this subject Vedic maths gives. A very simple concept of which hardly takes 5 to 10 seconds. And believe me, 90% of us know that concept. Not in the language of mathematics, but in the language of numerology, in the language of astrology. We all do add the digits of our date of birth. So that is actually known as digit sum for maths. And with that, you can check all your answers in addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, scaring, cubing, square root, cube root, all arithmetic operation 8 done. And this is where every child makes silly mistakes. So first was a journey of transformation from fear of math to confidence. Second, the feeling of, yes, I can. So when the child is confident that I am correct, he'll always say, yes, I can do it. And the third, ability to think in a different way. Now, this is very important because whenever you'll give freedom of speech, then only somebody can speak. So similarly, when you give freedom to try something in a different manner, then only calculations or anything can be done. I'll just share one point on that. A simple, what we call scaring or cubing, we have fixed method in maths. But scaring, I've done around 13 techniques to solve scare of a numbers. So think, 13 ways are there to find the same scare. Any child can pick up any way out, whatever suits his mind, whatever he is able to understand. This is similar to all of you. Let's say all of you are sitting in Dehradun and I ask you, okay, go to Delhi by walking. You all will say, why? But if I say, no, you have an option of flight, you have an option of car, you have an option of rail, you have an option of bus, you all will agree to it. That is what is called as ability to think in a different way in Vedic maths. You can do with any technique you know. At the end of the day, in competitive exams, you're not supposed to write the whole steps. You're supposed to crack that. And for that, you need speed, you need mental ability, you need your brain to work. The cramming won't work at that point of time. Right? So this was a basic difference between maths and Vedic maths with some examples. Yes, ma'am.
How is it different from abacus, sir?
See, abacus is tool-based concept, which is basically a Chinese thing, but that has been marketed for last 25 years. So today everybody knows what is abacus, but unfortunately we don't know our own Vedic mathematics, which was revived in India by Swami Bharti Krishna Tiraji. He was a Shankaracharya at Govardhan Peeth, that is in Odisha. So, right, in his tenure, 1884 to 1960, he revived this concept from Vedas, Atharveda. And but yes, due to all this Indian politics, it was not inculcated in our school curriculums. Now, Government of India has taken the step, and if you have gone through National Education Policy, our National Education Policy 2020 says Vedic mathematics, robotics, that has been included into the classes right from class third onwards. In Haryana, I remember, I think it came in 2020. So from 21, it was around 11th or 12th March 21. I'm training their teachers, all the government school teachers. Till now, I have trained around 10,000 plus government school teachers who are taking maths classes. And so very soon that will be inculcated. Also, certain private bodies have accepted, and they have introduced. One of the biggest example I could give is Shri Ravi Shankarji. So his schools, I'm taking classes in his schools for his teachers also. So 87 school teachers, 87 schools, I'm working on it, and I'm providing them with online as well as offline classes whenever it is required. But yes, a lot to be done still. And the books I have written, mostly when I talk Vedic maths in South India, it is more implemented in comparative to North India.
So your classes are online, sir?
I take classes online, but sessions generally in different schools, colleges, universities, I take offline.
Any minimum number of students?
For what, ma'am?
Like for the session, if a school books a session with you.
No, it's not. See, if a school book, school has, every school has 400 to 500 strength. So generally, when we take a session, it is generally in a university, college, school. So every school has 400 plus students who are for this, because generally, if they are taking it for the smaller ones, then class third to sixth one batch, and then seventh to ninth, right? Generally, they are not taking for 10th, because 10th standard they are busy in their examinations, board exams. So it's like this. But university, yes, I have taken in Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu University, Madhav University. So there I have taken MSc Mathematics. Yes, Geeta ma'am, any questions, any doubts, anything you have?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, nowadays the Vedic mathematics is in trend, and you said like you said, our students, they are facing lots of problem in math.
Correct?
Okay. And sir, each and every teacher, they are giving their 100%, and they are completing their full syllabus. They are explaining each and everything to students. But sir, after that, the student, they are not giving good response. The math result is not coming good.
Ma'am, I already discussed the same thing. I didn't say teachers are not giving efforts.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
but you are not understanding my point. अगर आप देखो ये 10 उंगलियां सेम है,
Yes, sir.
नहीं ये 10 उंगलियां सेम है,
नहीं.
तो 10 बच्चे सेम कैसे होंगे? सीबीएसई के सिलेबस में आप 10 क्वेश्चन क्लास में रटाते हैं, वही 10 क्वेश्चन ट्यूशन पे रट रहे हैं. दे आर क्रैमिंग. आपको एक बहुत बड़ा एग्जांपल दूं.
Yes, sir.
आर यू टीचिंग मैथ्स?
Yeah, sir.
89 का टेबल कितनी देर में लिख सकती हैं?
89.
हाँ. Let's make it fast. Then I'll give you a shocking news. अगर आप इतना टाइम सोचने में लगा रही हैं तो I know the answer. Let's not
Yeah.
feel it. Anyone. So tomorrow ask any doctorate of mathematics, any teacher of maths. He'll say more than 10 minutes. Why? You know, even class 1 student, I'll share you my videos. Class 1 student can write the same table in 10 seconds.
How, sir?
That is there.
Can you just show it to us, sir? Through
That
any-
is, no, that needs 15 minutes. Let me first, let's discuss, not focus on one particular thing. See, the point is we need to accept this. We are cramming tables.
Yeah, sir, we are cramming the table, yeah.
Why is it required? When you know 1 to 9, why don't you think, okay, let's all of us are teachers over here. I'll ask very simple question. I expect the answer from everyone, and all those who are not speaking, please. It's for you, not for anyone else. How do we write on paper? Which direction?
Left to right?
Left to right. Very good. How do we read a paper?
Left to right?
Left to right. Wherever you are sitting, just see in front of you. What do you see first, left or right?
I'm seeing in front, whole paper I'm seeing.
It's always left to right only, correct? So when you read left to right, when you write left to right, when you see left to right, why do you solve mathematical calculation from right to left? You do everything from left to right. Why maths right to left?
So you tell us.
अच्छा आप हैं मैम? मुझे लगा नहीं है.
No, everyone is here, sir.
अच्छा आपकी क्लास में अगर बच्चे ऐसे बंद करके बैठेंगे तो आप क्लास लेंगे? Tell me. Yes, Geeta ma'am, are you also doing, oh sorry, Shikha ma'am, you are also doing maths?
No, I'm basically an English teacher.
Great. But this is a very simple question because till 10th you have done maths.
No, you have pointed out a very valid point. Now I'm also inquisitive to find out the answer to it. That yes, definitely we read and do everything left to right. But then why maths is started from right to left?
Because हमने सोचते ही नहीं, हम सोचते ही नहीं, हमने कोशिश ही नहीं की. मैं अभी आप सबको कैलकुलेटर से फास्ट बना सकता हूं आधे घंटे में. कैलकुलेटर से फास्ट आप 40 नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर पाएंगी एक साथ.
How, sir?
But the only thing is left to right.
सर एक या दो डेमो तो दीजिए so that we also get to know कि कुछ
मैं पूरा वीडियो भेजता हूं मैम. See, it's अभी हम कुछ मैं अभी दे देता हूं तो वो दूसरा टॉपिक रह जाएगा टेबल्स का. अभी हम सिर्फ डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. Whatever you want. See, these videos are available on my YouTube. Don't worry about it. First, we are discussing whatever you want. You just write in chat box. I'll share everything with you. Don't worry about that. But discussion is important because videos. Okay, I'll give you within seconds. Now, सी वी नेवर थॉट अबाउट इट. अच्छा, साइकिल तो चलाई है आपने. अगर आगे से हवा होती है तो क्या होता है? प्रेशर पड़ता है ना. और पीछे से होती है तो वी मूव फास्ट. दैट इज व्हाट इज मैथमेटिक्स. हमारा जो मेंटल मैथ स्लो हो गया है. देखिए, अभी बच्चे को आप सिंपल सा सवाल दे दो, कुछ भी 121 इंटू समथिंग या 576, मैं आपको आंसर वैसे भी दे सकता हूं, बट लेट इट बी एनी कैलकुलेशन, 2 डिजिट का मल्टीप्लिकेशन, 4 डिजिट का एडिशन, कुछ भी देंगे, वो सोचना नहीं चाहते. वो यहां दिमाग पे बोझ ही नहीं डालेंगे, चुपचाप पेपर पे लिखना शुरू कर देंगे. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
क्यों? क्योंकि दिमाग तो हम भूल गए हैं. और अगर आप उसे मेंटली करेंगे तो दैट वुड बी मच फास्टर. बट कंडीशन है, क्योंकि आप पढ़ तो रहे हैं लेफ्ट से राइट, आप जब सॉल्व करेंगे उल्टा तो फास्ट कैसे होगा? वो तो आपस में ही हो गया ना. दो
बिल्कुल
चीजें
बिल्कुल.
उल्टी तरफ से कैसे कर पाएंगे? सो लाइक आई जस्ट साइट वन एग्जांपल, 1 2 3 4 5 into 11, तो आंसर इज 1 3 5 7 9 5. बट मैं उल्टा इसको इतनी फास्ट नहीं कर पाऊंगा, क्योंकि उल्टा मुझे दोनों में रेजिस्टेंस आएगी. एंड ऑल ऑफ यू, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ गिविंग डेमो, आई विल गिव यू कंप्लीट वीडियो. गिव टाइम टू योर सेल्फ. आधा घंटा 1 घंटा आप दीजिए, उस वीडियो से आपको आपकी की स्पीड मोर देन कैलकुलेटर हो जाएगी. ठीक, फर्स्ट चीज. सेकंड, जो मैंने अभी एक आंसर्स चेक करने की बात कही, आप मुझे आप लोग मेरे से ज्यादा शायद एक्सपीरियंस होल्डर्स हैं, बताइए कभी हमने बताया हाउ टू चेक द आंसर्स? सो देर आर, दिस इज द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम. हम कहते कुछ है, करते कुछ है. Until and unless we do and we preach the same, things cannot be resolved. और अब तो अभी भी हम नहीं वैदिक मैथ्स को अडेप्ट कर रहे, क्योंकि हमारा हैबिट क्या है जानते हैं? हम हेलमेट तब डालते हैं जब पुलिस वाला चौक पे खड़ा होगा, वरना हम मरे ना जिए उससे कोई हमें कोई ऐसी फर्क नहीं है हमें. हम सिर्फ चालान से बचने के लिए हेलमेट यूज करते हैं. तो वैदिक मैथ्स इंट्रोड्यूस तो हो गया है, बट सीरियसली इंप्लीमेंट नहीं हुआ. जब वो प्रेशर आ जाएगा, जब वो एग्जाम आ जाएगा बीच में, तब इंप्लीमेंट होगा, तब हम सब भागेंगे इसके लिए. गॉट माय पॉइंट? सो दैट इज द टाइम वी आर वेटिंग फॉर. Everybody knows, everybody has gone through national education policy, everybody knows it has been added, but we are still waiting कि हमारा डिपार्टमेंट हमें नोटिस दे और बताए कि when to start, when to initiate the process. So that is what we are waiting for. So वैदिक मैथ्स में ऐसी बहुत सी चीजें हैं. अच्छा, एक और बड़ा सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन आता है जनरली, आप सबने फेस किया होगा. मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. I'll cite one example for that. Let's say कुछ भी मल्टीप्लिकेशन है, 352 into 897 और 121 into something और एनीथिंग, एंड 4 उसके बाद ऑप्शंस दिए जाते हैं. मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस वी कॉल इट. कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी हाउ डू वी सॉल्व दैट? एनी क्वेश्चन इट कुड बी. अगेन, मैथ्स में ये है ही नहीं, हम उसे सॉल्व करने बैठ जाते हैं. And a child takes 2 to 3 minutes to solve that question. Yes, he's 100% correct 99.9 times. But please understand the time allocated was 1 minute. If he took 3 minutes, so that means instead of getting it correct, he lost 2 marks. And if he is wrong, he lost all 3 marks. Now this is a problem. Because मैथ्स में वो आंसर ही नहीं था उस चीज का. मैथ्स में सिर्फ यही था कि ठीक है, वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट. बट वो जो मैं डिजिट जो वो बात कर रहा था मैं, हाउ टू चेक द आंसर्स, वो उसी से देख के 90% of the problems in Vedic maths can be solved by visualization. अब मैं और ये जो मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस होते हैं दैट कैन बी जस्ट ऑब्जर्व्ड एंड सॉल्व्ड। एक मैं आपको किस्सा बताता हूं। जनरली व्हेन वी हैव आईएएस इंटरव्यूज, आईएएस और हायर रैंक की जो एग्जाम्स होते हैं, इंटरव्यूज होते हैं, वहां एक क्वेश्चन आता है, हाउ मेनी स्टेप्स डिड यू क्लाइंब टू रीच द ऑफिस? एंड वी ऑल लाफ एट दैट। ये सुनो, हंसते हैं ना, ये क्या पूछ रहे हैं? डू यू नो व्हाई दे आस्क दिस? Because they want to understand how keen observer you are. And today we all are not observers. Now that is what you get with Vedic Maths. आपको अपने दिमाग को यूज करने का टाइम मिलेगा। Here we don't call it as observation, I call it as visualization. You'll start visualizing the numbers, which will lead to reasoning, and reasoning will lead to logics. VRL. This is called as a life changing. तो वैदिक मैथ्स और मैथ्स में यही डिफरेंस था। मैथ्स रट्टा मार के करना है, वैदिक मैथ्स विजुअलाइज करके करना है और अपने दिमाग को यूज करना है। वन लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू। Yes, I do ask so many questions, but that would be always for betterment. How many phone numbers do you remember? गीता मैम, शिखा मैम, कितने फोन नंबर्स याद हैं?
To honestly tell you, initially when we did not have the,
आज कितने याद हैं?
जो एकदम शुरू में याद किए थे।
वो तो जनगण मन भी इसीलिए याद है, करेक्ट?
राइट।
वो उसका रीजन है कि एट दैट टाइम आवर ब्रेन इज समथिंग। अदरवाइज कितने याद हैं आज? क्योंकि वो नंबर्स तो चेंज हो चुके हैं ना मैम, वो नंबर्स तो अब रहे नहीं। तब तो लैंडलाइन नंबर था, कोड अलग था। यस गीता मैम, हाउ मेनी? 2 या 3?
Hardly 2, 3.
यस। और 10 साल पहले जब यू वर नॉट कैरिंग अ मोबाइल, यस रचना मैम, हाउ मेनी?
Hardly 3, 4.
And what before, when you were not having mobile at that time?
Then we used to remember many more numbers.
Why?
As compared to today.
Why? Because at that time you were
Because we
writing.
were frequently using them.
No,
and
you were
writing them
writing
down.
also. You
We
were
used to
writing.
maintain a diary. We
Yes.
used to maintain a diary, maintaining it.
That's what I said. You were writing and you were
Exactly.
remembering. Now you have made it. You have programmed your brain. I am storing in my mobile. Why should I remember? This is what you have programmed yourself. Now same is with the students. They know we have to. We'll go home, check with the answers with the calculator. Why should we do it? This is the reason what you were saying now. Our teachers are putting efforts and everything. This is a reason that they are not trained to use their brains. You are enforcing them to cram it. So that is a slight difference. So we need to make them visualize the things, not cram the things. Clear? So I'll share you those 2 videos. Don't worry. One would be for and many more are there, but these 2 are very important for each and every person. One is for tables, doing the tables within 10 seconds. Second, becoming faster than the calculator within few minutes. Third, how to check the answers. And believe me, every person should know these 3 points. You may be in maths or you may not be. But the day you will be faster, the day you'll feel, that day you'll feel that I am out of this world. Because every one of us, they have faced that beating, scolding, and everything in the class of tables. Because at that time, one day teacher used to ask a table of 12, then we used to cram. The next day, he used to change, 13. So again, scolding and beating and everything. So that was the time we used to think, why this maths is there? Why not to run away from this maths class? Right? And Today, this burden of table is no more with Vedic maths. Every student can understand tables within 20 to 30 minutes, and after that, he can write any table in 10 seconds. This is written. Now you'll say, we don't have to write. What about verbal? For verbal, they need 2 to 3 days to understand how to calculate verbally. Only 2 to 3 days. If you go for the maximum side, 7 days. Because that is to train their brain only, not anything else. Right. Any other questions you have? Because I have a class now. Yes, Rachna ma'am. So, रचना मैम आपके पास नंबर्स है ना सबके? तो मैं आपको
have the
अभी
num-
I'll share you the videos. In any case, I'll write down my number. Even
Yeah, sir, please.
my number is not required. You can Google who is Dr. Yogesh Chandna. You'll get my information. You won't find any other Yogesh Chandna. So, by the grace of God, that is what I am today. And ChatGPT, YouTube, these all social media, they'll give only my information. Still, I'm writing my number. So, anytime you face any difficulty in Vedic maths or maths, you can always, you're most welcome. And I'll share you those 3 videos. I'll share to ma'am and she'll share you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any other question you have? Anything? Sorry, I was supposed to have a class now. Otherwise, I would have shared.
Just one question, sir. Do you conduct classes for the teachers also?
Yeah,
Like
yes.
9 to
online classes or offline classes?
No, 9 to 11 is only for the teachers. Night 9 to 11. So
Okay, that is online.
that is online because I take only 6 teachers at one time, and that includes there may be Indian as well as from other parts of the country world.
So what is the time?
Sorry,
So what is the time for that class? 9 to
9
11?
p.m. 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. It is a 3 months program.
9 to 11.
Yes, that's the only time, because in daytime I'm generally in the sessions and all, so it is the only time, ma'am.
Okay. 3 months fees.
Yes.
3 months.
Yes.
So what is the fee?
Oh, we'll discuss. That's you can. Otherwise, it's 18,000, and you get
Okay,
one
sir.
set of books also in that. There is a 6
Okay.
book set. You can go through the details first. Don't hurry
Yeah.
up for that class.
Yeah, sir.
First, understand some basic. Why is it required for you? Right? Why it is needed? What change it will bring in your kids? Then you see, once you are and you understood that path, then there is no looking back. Right? So I take your leave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir.